Good morning, learners. Welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to talk about question tags. So, if somebody asks you what is a question tag, what is a question tag? A question tag is a phrase or a statement that is added at the end of a sentence to make it in order to turn into a question. This is a statement. A phrase, let's call it a phrase, added to a statement, in order to turn it into a question, in order to turn it into a question. A question tag is a phrase added to a statement in order to turn it into a question. Example of a question, if I can say an example, you can say Mr. Tinenda was mending the fence. Mr. Tinenda was mending the fence. This is a statement. Mr. Tinenda was mending a fence. The fence. This is a statement. Now we want to add this phrase to make it a question. We want to add a phrase to make it in order to turn it into a question. And here we are talking about, for a question tag to be formed, for us to form a question tag, we usually use a helping verb plus a pronoun. A helping verb plus a pronoun. Helping verbs in a sentence can be, example here was, this is a helping verb, is a helping verb, are is a helping verb, has is a helping verb. All those are helping verbs. So when we are saying was in a sentence, is in a sentence, are in a sentence, or has in a sentence, those are known as helping verbs. So a phrase, this question tag is always formed by a helping verb plus a pronoun. And here we are talking about was. And since Mr. Tinenda was making is a noun, we are talking about Mr. Tinenda here. And Mr. Tinenda is a noun. Which pronoun are we going to call Mr. Tinenda? Which pronoun are we going to turn into Mr. Tinenda? The pronoun here will be he, since he's Mr. He. So our helping verb here was plus he. And there is some rules about the question tags. When the statement is in positive, our answer should be negative. When the statement is positive, which is usually in English, we usually use the sign positive. This is positive. When the statement is positive, your answer should be negative. Where in English we usually use negative, we use that sign. So when you see this sign, this is negative, and when somebody uses this is positive. So here we are talking about Mr. Tinenda, and a positive sentence is a sentence that does not have not. A positive sentence does not have not. A positive sentence does not have not. A positive sentence does not have not. Like our sentence here, there is no not somewhere in the sentence. Mr. Sneda was mending the fence, meaning our sentence is positive, meaning this sentence is now positive. Our answer, I said, a positive statement gives us a negative answer, and a negative answer usually has a positive question tag. So Mr. Tinenda was mending the fence. The answer should be, here is our helping verb. Our pronoun we have said is he. So the answer should be wasn't he. This is our wasn't he. This is a comma here, the short form of not. This is the short form of not. Wasn't he? We can say was not, but for a question tag, for us to have a question tag, we do not use was not. This we usually use the short form of not. So the short form of not is usually, we put apostrophe there, then not. There is no O here. This is always the negative statement, the short form of the word not. So our question tags are always formed like this. So I'm going to give another example. I've said the positive statement does not have a not. So the answer should be in negative. The answer should be a negative. The answer should be a negative question tag. A negative question tag. The answer should be a negative question tag. I repeat. Here we are talking about question tags, and I said a question tag, this is a phrase added to a statement in order to turn it into a question tag, a question. So this question is always formed by a pronoun, is always formed by a helping verb plus a pronoun. This question tag is always formed by a helping verb plus a pronoun. The two of them usually form the question tag. So here we are talking about another thing that you should know. I said the positive statement is always like this and the negative. How do we know if a sentence is positive? A positive sentence does not have a not. A positive sentence does not have a not in the sentence. So the answer should be negative. Negative meaning should have a not. The negative statement meaning your answer should have a not. And we do not say not. We usually say we put the short form of not. We put the short form of not, which is like that. This is how we use the short form of not, like that. So that is how we are going to look at the sentence here. I'm going to look at this another example. I'm going to do another example. And I say, Sharon didn't mop the floor. 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 We want to get the question tag from this. We want to get the question tag from this statement. Now, what will be our question tag? I say, you look, the first thing you look is not. The first thing you look is whether the sentence is positive or negative. Whether the statement, the first thing is whether the sentence is positive or negative. So here we have the short form of not. We have the short form of not. And this short form of not, it means that this sentence is negative. It means that our sentence here is negative. So our answer should be positive. Our answer should be positive. Our answer should be positive. Sharon didn't mop the floor. Sharon didn't mop the floor. Our statement is negative. We want a positive answer. So, didn't. We don't put now not in our sentence because we need a positive statement. And Sharon is a girl. So, the pronoun of a girl is she. And our helping verb here is didn't. So we have did she. Our noun statement will be did she. She is a pronoun. We have did is our helping verb. I say it is the question tag is always formed by a helping verb and a pronoun. I'll give another example. Let's first look at examples of helping verbs. Examples of these helping verbs. We have is, are. We have, these are examples. Examples of helping verb. Examples of helping verb. We have is, we have are, we have were, will, would, can, shall, has, have, had. All these are helping verbs. There are very many helping verbs here, but we are going only to talk about the few. Is the common one. Is, are, were, will, can, shall, have, had. All those are helping verbs. So when you see these helping verbs, they go with their, like example is, we have isn't, maybe she or he, isn't she or isn't he. We have we, are, we have aren't we, aren't we, were, weren't, because there are very many, weren't they, were is meaning were, will, won't, maybe they, won't they. There is no word in English where you can say willn't they. It is wrong. Willn't they. This is wrong. There is no English. You cannot say an auxiliary verb, an helping verb in a question tag where you are saying willn't they. This is wrong. We just say won't they instead of will they. Would, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? We have can, can't they? Can't they? We have shall, shan't they? Shan't they? You cannot say shalln't they. You cannot say shalln't they. That is wrong. Shalln't they is wrong. You say shan't they. You should say shan't they. We have has, hasn't. That is hasn't. Hasn't they. We also have another. Hasn't he? Here we have, because it's one, hasn't he or she. We also have haven't they, because there are very many, haven't they. Had, hadn't she. Had. Had, let me give you another example, which is having had. Had, because it's in had, we have hadn't they, that, because there are very many. So I give you examples in a sentence. Those who are talking about examples in auxiliary verb. We are talking about examples in auxiliary verb. Now let us look in a sentence again. I look at another example. William did his homework. William did his homework. William did his homework. What will be our answer? William did his homework. William did his homework. What is our answer there? What is our answer? Our answer, because our statement is in positive form, so our answer, this is in positive form. Our statement is in positive form, so our answer should be negative. Our answer should be negative. And I say we are looking about our auxiliary verb here is did. Our auxiliary here is did. Now we are going to talk about William. William is a he. Our answer should be didn't he? Didn't he? That should be, and you have to put a question tag because it is a question. Another sentence, the manager has come. 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 Our auxiliary verb here, our helping verb here is has, and we are talking about the manager. We are talking about the manager. Our helping verb is have. We are talking about the manager. So our answer should be, this statement is in positive. We have to get a negative answer. So our answer is hasn't he. You put a question. Hasn't he? We put a question there. These are just examples. Let's look at example in, we're going to get a question in these are positive statements. Let us look at a negative statement now. Let us look at negative statement. It will be William didn't do. William didn't do his homework. Here we are talking about William didn't do. So our statement here is in negative form. We have to get the positive. So our answer, didn't he? Now, through with the exercise. I will give you the exercise. I'll be sending the exercise. Spotlight, page 70. Spotlight, page 78. Exercise C. Exercise C. That is the exercise in Spotlight, page 78. Those who are having textbook, but those who doesn't have the textbook, I will be sending their homework. Have a good day.